Hi, this is Anne-Marie. Thanks for watching. We're on the letter G today. G for gratitude. A lot of these people here have either been alive or their teachings have been part of my life as I've learnt health from the age of 10. And I want to express my deep gratitude towards them and many others that aren't on the slide. And of course, as we can see, G is for garden, and the garden we have in our backyard or on our balcony or wherever we have it is the garden that starts for our health, whether it's in the food and the medicines. And in this particular case, these PowerPoints that I did were related to the garden that influences pharmaceuticals or just stays molecular structure in as herbal medicine. So yeah, G, dedicated today to my beautiful second daughter Grace, and also following through with the word grace is grace within us. It's pretty troubled times at the moment. There's a lot of diversity and division that's happening out there with human beings. And I think it's time to maybe take a deep breath. And as my singlet says, use it. We need to use our brains more. Start critically thinking what's going on. Because that's what God, or another G word, great G word, whether you believe in a God or not, it doesn't really matter. It's a being that is of more awareness and intelligence that our own physicality and emotions and mental state can even comprehend. So that which is within us and all life has an element of graciousness, and for people to start judging because other people are different, whether it's colour, sex, gender, whatever gender they are, whether they're wearing a mask or not, let's be a little bit more gracious, because you have no idea what's going on in other people's lives unless you are actually talking to them, knowing them, and or else you are them. So for people who are starting to judge people because they are not doing things that they have been told by an element in society that is giving us contrary and contradictory answers to when we're asking questions, then, and you're judging them, then, just think about your own world. As someone said, I think it was Buddha, take a step, walk a few steps in my life before you start judging. So graciousness is a huge one for health, because when we're not gracious, it does affect how we feel. It affects how we're thinking, and affects our physicality in the sense that it'll offlow into physiological changes in our body. That if we sustain that element that's not so gracious, we'll end up having disruption in our homeostasis, which is the balance of the body's working activities, and then it'll affect our health long term. So yeah, so graciousness and the garden. So I'm going to go through these slides because I did them, and why not share them? So we have so many beautiful things in our garden that can help us right now. There's a wonderful plant, an antimicrobial plant, that you can see on the left, and there's the flowers. And that's the good old Allium sativa, or garlic, which a lot of people will know the common name rather than the botanical. And this plant, is amazing for so many things. Historically, it has been a great value in the earlier times when we didn't have products like antibiotics. When we go way back to the Romans and the earlier times, garlic was used for disease infections, because that's what a lot of people died of. It was more of infections and from injuries like swords, etc., rather than the chronic illnesses that are dominant now, although the real dominant one at the moment is the severe acute respiratory syndrome, which is SARS, and this is SARS-2 that we're experiencing, even though they're calling it COVID-19 or COVID, which is now probably diminished as viruses do over time. And then you have the mutations occurring. And the latest ones, which are not as virulent, which the Treasurer of Australia actually said that it was more dangerous, which is an inaccuracy. Those that want to be bothered to research will find that. Yes, it's more contagious. However, that's why other cold viruses, as coronavirus is a cold virus, that's why it's called the common cold, because it is easily spread, however, not easily died from. So just going on that, so the C, garlic is a fabulous one from the garden, and I recommend people investing in garlic as a for health. Exercising outside in the garden, a bit of fresh air, why not? Spreading the arms out like we are. And so physicalities as well as feeling good within mind. Now, my biggest gratitude is that when I did fall from this cliff, which I did when I was trying to see if someone had fallen, and the area that I fell at the top, the bush was not rooted into the ground properly. So I actually did end up falling at 23 meters, and I'm really grateful that I survived, because I've had 4 beautiful children. And so, yes, so remember, you are, as an individual, you as a human being, you are amazing. So through remembering that, then all these efforts to do the extra edge for researching about health, if you're feeling unwell physically, mentally or emotionally, bothering to see someone, you're worth it. As far as gardens go and the pharmaceutical, yes, there are many different products that are out on the market that have originated from the garden for health. However, not all of them are as productive or therapeutic as others. So it's being aware that herbs have a valid use, as WHO admits, and that herbs are extensively utilised in the market, and not necessarily they're all okay. So that's just an example of a company that is a reputable company. I don't need to go through this. That's just was my credentials at that time. And these are elements of what this particular PowerPoint is on. So being holistic and being aware of holistic health really comes down to the basics, and that is the microcosm, or microscopic element of health is your anatomical, and these days DNA is very much used in the importance of health. However, even genetics, including my beautiful cousin who's a doctor of genetics, Dr. Casilda Black, she is aware, as they are, that the DNA is not the be and end all of our genes. We know that epigenetics, which is something that David Icke, Dr. Bruce Lipton talks about. All these names, Dr. Bruce Lipton wrote The Biology of Belief. Very grateful, have great gratitude for reading that. It was a great science book that, as a yogini or a person that practices yoga, I realized how beautiful it was for a Western person to acknowledge what the Eastern has already said. We are more than our cells, tissues, organs, systems, and of course the whole body on the right-hand side. As far as holistic goes, in here it would represent the body, the motion, and the mind. And further on to these slides, these are just components that are recognizing the similar parts of the comparison with plants. Plants have a microscopic element of it, which is generally what the pharmaceuticals have in the past and still sometimes do. Take molecules of a plant and they will reproduce those molecules, synthesize them in a laboratory and produce a drug. That's the basic, very basic understanding of it. Whereas if you keep the plant as a medicine and you utilize that, you are getting more of a whole medicine, in the sense that you're getting its vitamins and minerals and enzymes and components of it that have in the past been thought of to be not useful. However, science and research has shown that medicines used from a whole part will have, in certain circumstances, more effect and also less side effects than a synthesized one in a laboratory. So garden to pharmacy. So which is the alternative? Now, I've talked about this before in the past. I've had people say to me, I'm into alternative medicine. In actual fact, herbal medicine is the dominant. Our garden is the dominant medicine on the planet. And there are parts that are utilized within it, such as herbs and food. And that's according to WHO, which so many people acknowledge are the leading authority of world health. So, universe, yeah, there's a photograph. We are the universe within. We have the molecules within our mindset. We have the ability through our thoughts to produce either productive or destructive thoughts. Either ones are a usual part of our existence. However, gravitating to one particular area will determine how you become, whether you're going to be more productive in your health or more destructive in your health. That's your choice. And the gratitude behind that is that it is your choice. Just as it's your choice if you are out there and you want to wear something like a PPE or a mask or gloves or whatever it is, then you understand that hopefully also that you're not actually obstructing those molecules from going into your respiratory system, because the cloth and the material that the masks are made of, unless they are proper surgical equipment, they will actually still allow that particular molecule to go through. And plus you're breathing in and out it. So it's also known worldwide now that the other microbes, microbe meaning a small component of disease or health, microbes, the disease ones, bacteria, virus, there are two, there's others, protozoa, fungi, etc. Now bacterial infections are on the increase because people are breathing ineffectively through masks, because they're not breathing in the fresh air and they're exhaling and breathing in their old air as well. So if you are one of those people, then be grateful that you are doing that. However, the others that aren't, they're also productive in their own health because they realise that their respiratory system has great mechanisms to protect as well, including the mucous membrane. So gratitude here for your own understanding, and understanding that we all have our own lives and we need to look after ourselves very much so, physically, mentally and emotionally. And let's, from the aspect of our garden, let's work with that. This is just an example of one plant that you hopefully have in your garden, which is absolutely awesome for, as it says, the skin and burns, but it's also great for other elements as well. And that is written in your therapeutic herbal medicine therapeutic books. Ayurvedic medicine. I'm very grateful that I was trained under a professor at a academy in Pune in India. And this is just explaining some of the elements that are in the plant. I'm also very grateful that I've studied the elements of the Tridosha Rasayana, which is your lemon, ginger and honey. So these are simple things you can do to help build your body and be grateful from the garden. So most people are aware of this and use it, or we won't have our bodies physically if we're not using our brains, let alone other components of the garden. So I want to thank you again, and remember to be aware of how you think, feel and do, and know that everyone's worth it. Namaste, love always. Thank you.